Okay, let's look at the $100,000 COD mobile account. Okay, so something very interesting happened today. Somebody reached out and wanted to buy my COD mobile account. I could tell from their level that they are somebody relatively new to the game, and I'm guessing that they've missed out on a lot of legendaries and mythics. And they asked me how much I would want for my account if they were to buy it, and I told them I'd want 100,000 US dollars. So, is my account worth 100,000 US dollars? Well, you can see that I have been legendary 21 times in Battle Royale and 10 times in multiplayer. Let's have a look at the safe house. So, obviously a nice looking safe house there. You can see we've got Spectre. Nice mythic operator there. And if we just have a look in more detail, you can see at the top, it's got 13 next to mythics, and it's got 91 next to legendaries. 91 next to legendaries. And for the badges, you can see that I have the 3 badges at the top. The sought after pumpkin badge, which we'll look at in more detail in a moment, and of course the Battle Royale and the multiplayer legendary badges. Here are 4 of the mythics that I have on display. Gone for a very assault rifle look, but let's have a look in more detail at what guns I have. So if we have a look at the weapons, what do we have in the weapons? Wow. The most recent one, of course, the MG42, the campaign mythic. If we look at the operators, you can see I have 2 of the 3 mythic operators. I have the Spectre T3, which was the first ever mythic operator in COD Mobile, and I have Siren Song, the first ever female operator in COD Mobile. And how about for the legendaries? Well, let's have a look at the legendaries. You can see I have 9 of the 16 legendary operators. Most recently, Dame, Break of Dawn, Sophia, Errant Knight, Phantom Osiris, Alias Roboticist, Firebreak Basilic, Gunzo Devil Jester, Reaper Assurer, Ghost Retribution, and Nikto Darkside. The 2 standout legendary operators are 1, Nikto Darkside. Here he is. And the reason that Nikto Darkside... Wow. Quite an entrance. The reason that Nikto Darkside is such an important operator is that he was the first ever legendary operator in the game, and is still much sought after by many COD Mobile players. And probably the other interesting legendary one is Reaper Assurer.
Thank you for choosing this fine, robust product.
And here is Reaper Assurer. Now, the reason that he is so sought after and is really a bit of a collector's item, you can go and look back at the full video of when I first bought him, where I explain why he is such a collector's item. But he was actually designed by a very famous anime artist in Japan, and so you can go back and watch that video in full if you want to. But again, he's another very, very sought after legendary operator. So 2 mythic operators, 9 out of 16 legendary operators. And if we have a look at the guns, you can see I have the MG42, the campaign, Type 19 Celestial Ink, the Fafar 1 Bright Blade, the EM2 Eclipse Phaser, the Krieg 6 Ice Drake, an iconic gun, that one, the Odin Divine Smite, the Kilo 141 Demon Song, the M13 Morning Star, the Holger 26 Dark Frontier, the AS Val Double Edge, and the Fennec Ascended. Now, the Fennec Ascended is, again, probably the most iconic probably the most iconic Mythic gun in the game, and that's because it was the very first Mythic gun ever created for COD Mobile. So again, definitely one that people want. And how about this? I even have some of the prestige guns. I have the AK-117 Meltdown Prestige, the HD-40 Ghoulbound Prestige, the SKS Particle Splitter Prestige, the MX-9 Heartless Prestige, the AK-47 Kurumakao Prestige, and the Man of War Death Scythe Prestige. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prestige guns as well. And also you can see I completed the Halloween series. I have the AK-47 Pumpkinhead, the Holger 26 Jack Lantern, the M4 Court Jester, and the Maddox Squash Demon. And because of that, in the Halloween series, I got these special items here. Now, this is much sought after. This is an icon. If we go here, you can see it's the Halloween series completionist icon. And so you can see that that icon gets displayed along my legendary icons for Battle Royale and for multiplayer. And there was something else as well. Where is it? Here it is. This is it. Now, this is the only Mythic, the only and the first and the only Mythic calling card called Lantern Fall. An absolutely insanely good calling card. Definitely the best one in the game and the only Mythic. So, what are you thinking? How much is my account worth? Is it worth the $100,000 that I asked for it? Well, you may be thinking no, but let me show you a few other items to keep in mind. And this is something that people don't always think about, is that the operator skills can also have camos, but these are a lot harder to collect than buying guns from a drawer. So here you can see for the transform shield, I have the Ride into the Sunset camo. Quite a rare camo. For the Shadow Blade, now obviously I've got the two Spectre ones. One which is his base one, and then one which is the upgraded Mythic one. But also I have the Red Sprite. The Red Sprite blade as well. Look at that for the Shadow Blade. For the K9 unit, I have the K9 unit Riley. He came with Ghost, of course, and Shield Breaker. For the Gravity Spikes, again, we have the Scarlet Vengeance Gravity Spikes. These are legendary items. And some other ones as well, of course. For the Annihilator, Red Sprite camo, Digital Meteors, Making Waves. Some nice looking camos there. The Red Sprite probably being the most outstanding one. For the Equalizer, Making Waves and Beachside Ease. For the Purifier, well, here we go. We've got two legendary ones. We've got the HTO. This one fires water. And this is the one that came with Basilic. Very nice looking ones there. For the War Machine, Beachside camo. But again, these are all camos that have gone out of the game. So you can only have got them. Look at that, it's beautiful. Red Sprite camo on that. Look at that, that looks really cool. You could only have got these camos if you were in the game collecting these camos at the time they came out. This one was quite a recent one, Majestic Scales on the Hive. The Ballistic Shield, this one's an interesting one, Trenched. That did come out of a lucky draw, so you could technically get that one. The Ball Charge, too many camos to talk about. This is, there's Beachside Ease, Ride into the Sunset, Strong Winds, and this is the most recent one that's out at the moment, available to everyone, Bright Night. Okay, here we go. And finally, the misdirection. So you can see I've got both the misdirections for Siren. This is her basic version, and that's her upgraded version when she's fully upgraded to Mythic. But anyway, you have to think, is the account worth $100,000? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You may think it is, you may think it's worth less. Let me know how much you think the account is. So just to remind you one last time, 13 mythics and 91 legendaries. 13 mythics and 91 legendaries. So how much would you pay for a COD Mobile account like this? Let me know in the comments. Goodbye.